you just became a father. Congratulations, your body is about to betray you. A man's testosterone doesn't slowly drift down with age. It can collapse in a single year. And in 2011, scientists finally caught the exact trigger. It isn't a disease. It isn't age. It's a baby. Over the next few months, without your permission, your testosterone will fall, sometimes by more than a third. And the more you hold your child, the faster it drops. This is the fatherhood effect, and a scientist named Lee Gettler proved it. For decades, we told one simple story about testosterone. It's the man hormone. It builds muscle, it fuels aggression, it sharpens the sex drive, and it pushes men to compete. High testosterone meant more masculine, more dominant, more successful. So we assumed it was fixed. Your level was just you, and the men who had the most of it were supposed to win. But there was always a crack in that story. Study after study kept finding the same strange thing. Married men had lower testosterone than single men. Fathers had lower testosterone than childless men. Nobody could explain it. Were low testosterone men simply more likely to settle down, or did settling down lower their testosterone? Chicken or egg? To answer it, you couldn't measure a man once. You had to follow the same men across years and watch. That's exactly what Lee Gettler and his team at Northwestern University did. They went to Cebu, a city in the Philippines, where scientists had been tracking thousands of people since birth. In 2005, they measured the testosterone of 624 young men. The average age was just 21. Most were single, no kids, testosterone running high. Then Gettler did the hardest thing in science. He waited. 4.5 years later, the team came back and found the same men. Some were still single, some had married, and some were now holding babies of their own. They measured everyone again. And because they had the before and the after from the same bodies, they could finally see which way the arrow pointed. First, surprise. The men who started with the highest testosterone in 2005 were the most likely to become fathers by 2009. So high testosterone didn't stop men from having children. It helped them get there. Call it the mating phase. But then came the twist. The men who became fathers watched their testosterone crash. Morning levels fell by more than a quarter. Evening levels dropped by roughly a third. The single men declined too. Everyone ages, but only about half as fast. Fatherhood didn't nudge testosterone down. It shoved it off a cliff. And the men with the newest babies, just weeks in, had the lowest levels of all. Then Gettler found the detail that changed everything. He looked at how involved each father actually was. How many hours a day did he spend caring for his child? The hands-on fathers, 3 or more hours a day of real childcare, had even lower testosterone than the fathers who were barely there. The more a man fathered, the lower it went. This wasn't about a wedding ring. It wasn't about getting older or heavier or sleeping badly. The body was responding to caregiving itself. Holding, feeding, soothing. Each one a signal telling the body to change gears. So why would evolution build a man this way? Think about what testosterone is for. It's expensive. It powers the search for mates, the risk, the competition, the restlessness. That's brilliant when you're trying to have a child. It's a disaster when you're trying to keep one alive. A newborn human is the most helpless animal on Earth. It needs years of care. And for most of our history, a father who stayed, who protected and provided, gave his children a real edge at surviving. So the body evolved a switch. Become a father, and it turns down the hormone of competition to make room for the work of care. Low testosterone isn't a father breaking down. It's a father being retuned. We like to imagine masculinity as one fixed thing, a level you're born with and defend for life. But your body never believed that. It was always ready to change. The same hormone that drove a young man to chase and compete gets quietly turned down the moment he cradles his own child. It's not weakness. It's design. Testosterone doesn't make a man, it makes a phase. And fatherhood is how the body ends it.